Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and today I want to talk about what if you do the work and get no results. I had a video where it's talking about how God blesses people and blesses the work of our hands, and we shouldn't be blaming God for our failure and our mediocrity in life, our bad results. And behind good results, you find a person who's put in the work, and oftentimes behind bad results, you find someone who did not put in the work. And so someone had a good question that watched this video. They said, what if we do the work and do not get the results? Now, this is a great question because there are a lot of issues that go into this. And I gave them an illustration to explain what is going on. Because God does reward you if you put in the work. God does bless you. Now, sometimes, before I get to the main issue that goes on, sometimes it's because people are in such a low state that the blessing of the Lord they do receive just kind of looks like a lateral move because they were going down so quickly and so far. So they see that things didn't change and they think they didn't get any results. When the reality is their results were about to take a tumble down the hill, and God held them and kept them where they were and prospered them. At least maybe it didn't go up, but it didn't go down like it was about to go, because they've been sowing all these bad seeds and they were about to get some horrific results. So sometimes there is a preventative blessing that goes in and people just do not see it. But the most common reason is something different, because there are people who put in the work, but they get bad results, and you wonder, well, why? Shouldn't good work and hard work done intelligently be rewarded? Doesn't the Bible plainly teach that? Of course. Here's what happens. Think of a farmer. He's got all growing season to be planting seeds, and he doesn't. He waits. He talks about, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. I don't know. It rained. Maybe I don't need to do it today. And he just got all kinds of excuses. He even blames God. Says, well, it must not be God's will for me to have a harvest, even though he hasn't planted any seeds yet. Finally, in the middle of winter, it's freezing outside. There's ice in the ground. He starts planting seeds. And invariably, he doesn't get any harvest. And he starts blaming God. We know God's in control. It must have not been God's will. And the usual nonsense you hear from people trying to dress up their failings, dress up their mediocrity, and blasphemously blame God for their own bad results. And so many people are in that position. They've procrastinated. They've put it off. They've made excuses. And when they finally get around to doing the work they should have been doing already and should have had done maybe many times months or years before, there's no harvest. It was done too late. It's the old saying of too little, too late. And that happens so often. Procrastination kills so many people's results in life. It's not God. He's not the problem. God's never the problem. People love to blame God for everything when their actions were not perfect. Listen, if your actions were perfect, you did everything perfectly, and when you had a thought to do something and you did it immediately, you acted on it immediately, then you can start saying, well, why is God not blessing this? Then you can start questioning God. The issue is people don't do that, and they never do that, or they only do it for a little bit, and they get right back into their ruts, and they want to blame God. Now, my point is, you can't blame God at all, because if you did everything perfectly, if you did everything immediately, you had a thought to do something, and you immediately acted on it in God's blessing, you would get such glorious results. You would never think to question God's goodness or why didn't he do this or do that, because you see his blessing all over you and all around you. You see avalanches of abundance, avalanches of blessing coming your way each and every day. You can't miss it. God is good, my friend. And he blesses and he rewards those who work diligently. The diligent man will not stand before average people. He goes before kings. You get so many blessings in life by being a diligent person who works hard and works smart. You do both. You don't just work smart, because the working smarter, not harder thing is an excuse people use to not put in the work, to not do the effort that is required to get the best results. I'm not saying all your work has to be hard, and I'm obviously not telling you to go out and make your work harder for no purpose. If you can find an easier way to do something, do it that way. We're working intelligently here. But We do put in the hard work when it's required. We do put in the hard work, and we don't moan and groan. We don't whine and complain. We don't say, oh, why can't it be easier? It's so hard. We just put in the work. We do it to glorify God. We do it because we're so grateful for the breath of life, and we want to honor God with our lives and not waste our lives, not waste it away. You know, it's interesting, the video that this person asked this question on was a short clip video, and many people watch these short videos and they're addicted to short videos because it's just that little dopamine hit. And then they go on to the next video, oh, another dopamine hit. They're just constantly in that cycle. And I'm going to be blunt about this. People watching those kind of videos and just looking for entertainment endlessly, it's never going to bring good results in their lives. It's a horrific habit that is bad and dragging people down, and it keeps people from doing the work. I've talked to people who are addicted to watching short videos, addicted to social media, addicted to that next little clip, next little thing is going to make them laugh, or it's going to be interesting to them, or whatever. It's all entertainment. They're not getting anything out of it and going and taking some valuable information and acting on it. Some people do, of course, but it's very rare. That's why I put my videos out there, because I want to grab it and reach that person who might actually start thinking about things and thinking about their life and thinking about the things they've been doing and thinking about the time they've been wasting scrolling social media, and actually go and put some work in and get the great results that are promised to them, the great results that are right there waiting for them to do the work, to put in the effort, and to get the blessing of the Lord on their lives. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.